Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 5 of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot n.sane Trilogy, where we've just completed the final boss, Dr. Neocortex. So now all we've got to do is just go back and collect all the rest of the gems. I think we're actually going to swap to Coco for this part, so the first gem I always get is from Lights Out, because I'm going to need that gem later on for Boulder Dash. Yeah, Boulder Dash up to level. And I don't know why I just start at the time, because that's not what I want to be doing. So basically, it's been a while since the last part, because unfortunately I got a cold, and which gave me a sore throat, and I coughed a lot, and my voice wouldn't have sounded as good. So what I did was I avoided doing these videos for a while. I actually spaced them out, so I uploaded less often, so I could sort of time it right for uploading the next part. I'm still not 100% yet, so I've actually got some menthol sweets to suck on to actually sort of makeshift solution. So hopefully the recording turns out totally well. But as I said, this level's sort of weird before, where you got to have a coloured gem in order to get another coloured gem, so that's pretty interesting. However, I will say that this level is a lot easier than, what's the level called? Fumbling in the Dark, which is the other dark level, which we'll be probably doing in the next part, because that's when I'm going to probably cover the bonus levels. I'm not too sure yet. So there we go, we've got the purple gem, which will of course come in handy in Boulder Dash. And actually I'm going to check that my recording is recording. And actually it is, which is a pretty good thing, because I've now become sort of a bit paranoid whether my thing's going to record or not. And here I can skip straight to Insanity Beach, so you don't have to go all the way around the map again. So of course we're going to go back to Jungle Rollers, which required the green gem from, what's the level? The Lost City, which is a pretty hard level to get the gem on, to be fair. But as I said in this episode, I think I'm going to talk more sort of personal life stuff, sort of technical stuff, because unfortunately not everything's been going too well lately. As I said, I haven't been able to record very good, because as I say, I haven't been feeling too great, and also as well I've just found out that I have a problem with one of my recordings, which is of course for Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I think it was part 12, or actually part 11. I'm going to discuss that first, where the second half of my commentary did not record. I think that's as soon as we enter the level Jocks, or I think that's how you pronounce it. Jocks is the way I used to pronounce this as Jakes, Jacquies, and what is it? Jack Hughes, but it's actually pronounced Jocks, because the same as what two other YouTubers pointed out. Two of my fellow YouTubers, Spyro557 Jonathan and Noel, they pointed out that it's actually pronounced Jocks, which is because it's actually a French word. So at least if I re-record that part of the commentary, even though it is post-commentary, it's actually going to, I can actually pronounce it properly. However, part 12 is where all the problems start to begin, because you're never going to believe what happened. It recorded. That was the part where I covered Nork Nexus, Nork Cove and Twilight Harbour. It recorded perfectly fine. It actually, no, not perfectly fine, but it recorded. But for some reason the only colour that recorded in that part was red. So the recordings turned out red for that part for some reason, which is... So obviously I can't use that, so... Thanks to the game having an autosave feature and not having save slots, so I could have gone back and fixed it later on, I've got to replay all of Spyro 1 right back up to Nork Cove on Nork's World. And I'm going to have to record that part again. Which is a real pain in the ass, but unfortunately, technology hasn't been playing so well lately for me. And I don't think it's been playing really well for my friends either, because as I think Spyro 557 Jonathan, like I said before, had the problem where he had to do a post-commentary in his Twilight Harbour part, which is actually quite ironic that we both had trouble with Twilight Harbour in terms of technical difficulties. So as I said, his Twilight Harbour part didn't record his commentary properly, so he had to do a post-commentary on that. Noelle's had the problem where 3 parts of her recording has not recorded at all. I think it were 3 parts. So, her parts haven't recorded, so she's unfortunately got to do them again, so she's probably pretty gutted about that. I think it happened to her once before and then it happened again. And also another one as well, Project Darkshine, keeps having problems where her internet keeps dropping out when she's trying to live stream, so frustratingly, her streams keep getting cut off. Which I can totally understand how frustrated she must be with that. So that makes 4 of us having technical difficulties, and I just don't understand why this is. It is really, really frustrating. It can... I don't know, it's just... I probably feel like ripping my hair out right now because it's proper like... This is really like stressing me out. I don't understand how I'm having the technical difficulties. I don't understand how others are having the technical difficulties because... things just haven't been working too well. And there you go, we all 3 have just all had shout-outs, so I actually use that as an advantage because, as I say, I've just discussed what technical difficulties are, because probably if you're watching my channel, you're probably watching their channels as well, but if not, there's a shout-out, but definitely worth checking out, so that is what I'd advise you go and do. I say they're all really pleasant people, and as I say, they're all sweet, they're all really nice, they're all really friendly, so it definitely is a really nice YouTube community I'm happy to be a part of, so. And I nearly died, that were very lucky. And I think I've timed that wrong. Ooh, that was close. So that's the 3rd gem I've gone and collected, or recollected, because you have to actually backtrack in this game, and the backtracking is actually quite frustrating, because I've always found backtracking quite frustrating. I think that's one reason why I like Crash Bandicoot 2 the most, because you don't exactly have to backtrack in that game to go back and recollect gems. Well, you didn't have to in the original game, because you could actually do like this spin jump glitch to get the red gem. But you can't do that in n.sane Trilogy anymore, frustratingly, so now you actually have to do it the legit way. So here goes the next level, Upstream. Which needed the yellow gem, which we obtained from the level generator room. And these menthol sweets are actually working pretty well to actually keep my voice from sounding bad. If you hear 1 or 2 sucking noises from time to time, I really apologise for that, but I tell you what, it'll sound a lot better than I would have sounded, so I suppose it is actually doing something. You don't really matter if you die in these levels. I'm actually going to try not to die. However, you don't have coloured gems in these levels, because I've already got the coloured gem. However, this level does not require a coloured gem to be collected, so if I die it's not the end of the world, but I'm actually going to try and avoid deaths, because I think this part's actually going to be quite long. I'm not sure actually whether to split it or not. But if I split it, I'm worried that I'll actually make the other parts too short, so. So I think this is going to be a 7-part Let's Play. Or I might make it an 8-part Let's Play, I'm not too sure. I'll just see what time we're on for the recording. And we're currently on 12 minutes, so I think I might keep recording for a little longer. And speaking of recording and stuff like that, you guys might be quite impressed to hear that I actually now have a microphone now. I think I actually bought a microphone a while ago, but I couldn't get good results. It's a Zalman. I think it's a ZM Mic 1, which is like a little clip-on lapel microphone, which just clips onto the cable on my headphones, so it's actually really convenient. It's not exactly like a big, what is it? It's not like a big mic that you put on your desk, which I personally find a lot more to be a lot more convenient. In my case. Because as I say, I don't really want a big microphone in front of my screen, and at the same time I don't exactly want a headset microphone, because I generally don't think they sound too good. Although I will say that the Antlion mod mics actually do sound quite well. But as I say, I've actually got myself the Zalman clip-on microphone, which I think is about £8, so that's roughly about $10, to rough guess. So not a bad price at all. And also I've got myself a USB sound card as well, to plug in to record from, because that actually gives phantom power to the microphone, because apparently if you're providing the microphone with 5 volts, which is what I've read about from these USB sound cards, you actually do get a lot better results. And not only that as well, I've got this like really nice gaming computer as well. Even though I did buy it back in like 2015, early 2015, it's an MSI GE60 Apache Pro, which I absolutely really love. I mean, I could not be without my gaming laptop, and I've actually had to be without it for a bit because, as I say, it needed repairing at one point, which was pretty frustrating and hard to cope with, because as I say, my computer is important to me, but it's a really, really good computer. It's got good graphics, it's got good performance, specs, processing power, and it's actually pretty portable as well. It's not exactly one of them, like, I don't know, 4-inch thick gaming laptops, which are really bulky and an absolute pain to carry around. As I say, I really like the computer, but the problem with it is, for some reason, it seems to be the case for all MSI and ASUS gaming laptops as well, they've all got Realtek onboard audio, which I've had experience with them, and let me tell you, Realtek onboard sound is pretty bad. So because of that, I've actually bought myself a USB sound card to bypass that, and I might even be able to get better sound quality from headphones as well, because I say headphone volume doesn't go very loud at all. It is actually pretty poor, to be fair. So that's that. I finally got myself a decent microphone, so hopefully it'll be able to get good sound quality. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm just waiting to test it out, and hopefully I'll be able to get good results from it. Well, at least better results than I'm going to get from the onboard audio on my computer, so I'll just have to try it out and see how it sounds. But having a microphone should be a lot better, because at the minute I'm actually having to use the built-in voice recorder on my Samsung Galaxy S6. Which is a very odd way of recording it, because I've actually got it stood on the tripod right next to me right now. Whereas meanwhile it's actually like quite hard to record with my setup. I'll actually discuss that in the next part, to be fair, because I am actually going to break this part off after this level, and I'm going to collect the rest of the gems in the next one from the second island, and I think it's just Cortex power to collect the next gem from. I'm not too sure yet. Yeah, I think it's just Cortex power. And another good thing of having a microphone as well, I might be able to do like online gaming chats, you know, like connect it through my PS4 controller, because I think I can actually buy an adapter to do that. And also as well, I haven't had any experience with it, but I might be able to sort of like do other things like Discord calls and stuff like that. I haven't actually got any experience with Discord, but I might know one or two gamer friends who actually might want to actually have a talk on Discord while we actually play some games, so I actually think I have a collaboration video planned at some point, so as I say, I haven't got any experience with Discord, but hopefully it'll all actually turn out quite well. I'll just have to try it out and hope that the microphone sounds well. And another thing is as well, because I'm using Elgato, which unfortunately is only a feature on Windows, because I do know one or two have got Macs and unfortunately won't be able to take advantage of this. But there's also sound capture, so you can actually record Discord call audio and other background music from your PC and things like that through your recordings of Elgato, so you could actually combine the two. And you can also export to different files as well, which actually makes it pretty convenient, because I edit in Sony Vegas Pro 13. So I've got all that to try out and probably get used to, because as I say, it's a whole new thing. I've just all got used to it. And I should not have collected invincibility there, because it made me fall. And what exactly is invincibility, if I can get my words out, going to do in this area, because I'm actually going behind the back of it all, so this is pretty much just the final stretch of a level. However, there is a secret area we do go to back here. Which has actually changed a bit since the original game, because you'd actually have to come back down here to get back. However, there's now another gem platform further on, which you should see right now. So it actually makes it a bit more convenient for getting down. However, I think I might have previously mentioned this. I'll actually try to jump to the side of these, because it's going to take a long time to destroy all these bouncing way. So it should hopefully help to do it. Yes. As I say, I think I might mention this before, but as I say, they're just using 2D images. Just like in the original game. In fact, I'm pretty convinced that they actually are the same from the original game. I'm not too sure. Whereas in Spyro Reignited Trilogy, that have actually used proper 3D objects in the distance, which is actually one of the features that I really like about the game. And even though I am a die-hard Crash Bandicoot fan, I think I actually do prefer Reignited Trilogy to n.sane Trilogy, which may sound quite ironic. However, it is actually a true case. So that is Insanity Island, which is what the first island's called. I've just recently found that out. Completed with all of the gems. So now all we've got to do is collect all the rest of the gems from the second and third island, which I think there's only one level, like I've said, from the third island. So that is that. So we'll continue collecting all of the gems on this island in the next part, which will be part 6. So I'll see you all in the next part. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed.